Driving home from Shannock Valley 5K in like Rural Valley area over past Indiana. Finished first overall in like 18-ish. I think that's what the paper said, 18. Could be wrong. Either way, whatever. I was first overall. Pretty hot and humid today. Definitely it was sweaty. Definitely dripping for probably a good solid half an hour afterwards, just dripping. Yeah, good race this morning. I mean, I wasn't really into it on the drive over. Not really motivated. Got here, got warmed up a little bit, got into it a little bit more. I just knew it was going to be a harder course than normal. It's pretty much uphill on the way out because it's got these nice rolling hills. I guess nice might not be the word to use, but whatever. There's some pretty good rolling hills, but they're all going up and up, so they're not really as far as rolling goes, they're not like staying level or going down, they're going up. You roll up, not down on the way out. Decent crowd this morning. You actually start off with like a nice 20-foot climb-ish, so like a quick uphill up a block to start. A couple kids took off right away. I wasn't too concerned at the start. Well, my plan was just to do whatever I had to do to win today, not push extremely hard, to push my body, just to see what it could do on back-to-back race days after last week. So yeah, I let the one kid go for a little bit, just slowly reeled him in as the hills caught up. Then I passed him, I would say within a half mile of the race. Maybe a little bit before, I don't know, somewhere about a half mile. And I just took over, just kept running. Wasn't really pushing, again, because I didn't want to blow up today, because I could feel the heat and humidity early on. Since we started at 9, it was already hot out. The roads were starting to heat up, and I could feel the heat radiating back up to us. But yeah, it was nice because there was a police escort on the way out, so I really didn't have to pay attention too much. And the cop car did a pretty good job. He actually drove down the middle of the road, told people to get over, because there were a couple cars that did try to come towards the race. So he kept us safe. So thank you to that guy, officer. Then he stopped at the actual turnaround and blocked traffic off for us, so that was good. So it was pretty much a closed course, even though there might have been a couple cars that you could see like coming on the sides, but they pretty much got told to get back or go a different way, so you didn't have to worry about traffic too much. Well, really at all. There's like 2 water stops during the course. Yeah, I took water at both stops. Just got a quick little swaggle in my mouth, and then dumped the rest on my head real quick, because like I said, it was heating up pretty good, so I didn't want to overheat. It was a little hillier at the end than I remembered from a couple years ago. I did this maybe 3-4 years ago now. I won that year too. Anyway, but yeah, I pretty much controlled after I passed the one kid. I was waving at people along the in the houses and along the streets, watching us. Just something nice to do. But again, it was just constant rolling hills, and the hills again were rolling up on the way out. So on the way back, it was more rolling down. So you got a little bit of a break, but you really didn't, because you still had the dips, so you still had to go the uphills. I think it was like 250, 260 maybe incline for the race. I'd have to look at my watch to be sure. Yeah, 30 seconds at the turn. Well, a minute at the turn, because I didn't pass second place for 30 seconds, so I doubled that to get the minute. So I had a minute lead at the turn, which pretty much equaled how I finished. Came in like 2 minutes behind me, roughly. I did pull back a little bit after like 2 miles, and I got that second water because I looked back and nobody was close, so I didn't want to push so I could run more miles in Laurel Highlands hiking trail today. So I played it smart, and again, I didn't want to blow up. Plus, I got a big ass blister on the back of my right Achilles from my shoes, I guess, yesterday. Socks must not have been high enough. But yeah, way back, I just did the same thing. I was waving to more people. More people seemed to be out than on the way back than on the way out. Cruised into the finish. Waited around like 5-10 minutes because I wanted to bike and video the course, which that'll be up my Wednesday, hopefully, so people could see the race course. Started to bike it, and then a fireman came with an ATV, and I asked him real quick. I was like, "Hey, do you mind?" And he didn't care, so he actually drove me the course, saved some leg power and some time. So thank you to that guy. If you have watched this, thank you for taking me. That way it just helps promote the race if I can get the race course up. And it saved me a lot of energy because I was just dripping in sweat at that point. And I didn't want to get overheated. Plus the hills, I didn't want to have to, get off my bike and walk in front of people. But I got that done, and then talked to some people and got the award, and I'm on my way home. But I don't know, I enjoyed it. I know coming in, like I said, as I did this course before a couple years ago, I knew it's not the easiest course around. It scares some people away because it is hilly. But again, it's not a horrible course either, and I enjoy it just because of the rolling up hills. It's not like some flat rail trail where it's kind of boring or anything like that. It's actually a little bit different from your standard races, so that's why I like it. Plus the people were really nice. There's always some kind of fair, I don't know what they call it, that's going on like right afterwards. So if you want some food or whatnot, I got a nice cool trophy out of it. It was a good morning, I guess, overall. Glad I came. No, I guess that's about it. I really don't have much to say because not much really happened. It was pretty straightforward. Once I got the lead, I held it, and nothing too exciting happened. I just sort of zoned out. Trying not to think about the heat, the humidity, how the road was making me sweat. But oh, if you get a chance, check it out. It's a fun, I think it's a fun 5K. Other people might disagree, but like I said, I enjoy it because it's not your typical cookie cutter race. So, and like I said, it's pretty much a closed course, and the people are nice. So you really can't complain at all. So, all right, whatever. Check it out.